Come on, doggy, out of the way. We have had the hottest of days going on and absolutely clear blue skies, but today, wonderful clouds, so I'm going to go out and try and get the view across the castle at Crozant, because it has a large sky in that particular scene and I'd like to get these clouds in. It's rather a long walk for me, so I've had to cut the gear right down to just a few tubes of paint, fill a small palette up. I can't take the heavy bodies because my small palette only takes the ordinary acrylics. So we're going to try those. I really do have to hope I don't run out of paint because I shan't be carrying much with me. With this particular place, it's quite a long walk through all this woodland and I've got to carry this bag of gear. I've cut it down to the minimum and my canvas and easel. For walks all time of the year to get there. So on we go. Suddenly we come out onto this beautiful view. So we have to choose the view we want from here. At the moment I put my stuff down there and try and choose what I want to paint today, but what a view, eh? It's got to be one of the best in this area, across the castle at Crozant. You see we have some clouds today. But the thing with painting on plein air is that I can choose not from a camera, but as much of the view or as little of this view as I want. So that doesn't limit me to the composition or how I want to distort things. Of course the light's going to change so much as well, I'm going to have it coming across things and it's quite a big canvas to handle. So let's go back and just make a final decision. I don't think this particular view here all the hill that's up here on the mountain sides. So I suspect my view is going to be somewhere around here. Well, this view is ideal, but I haven't got a wide angle lens with me so I can't show you, but I'd like to take in from there all of that sky, so that'd be about a third of the way up, right down to here and across and through and up to that bush would be ideal. Yes, it's difficult to choose a composition, there's so many nice ones. Yes, very difficult choices. I think actually I'm going to choose this spot here and take it right through from there to there and down to here. I think this spot's as good as any. Perfect, but I think we're going to do much better than this. I can put my stuff at the end here, or I could even sit it if it came to it. I think I want to be slightly more to the right, or I could draw it out with no paint from here. So my canvas up here, come out of the sun. We are basic set of brushes, flats and rounds, small palette of ordinary acrylics and nice large canvas. The light's going to come through it a bit, but hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing. The first thing is to draw it out, and I know I want that tower about there to there. Now I'm really just going to get this in. So I've got to try and get in now these rocks here that are just down there. Yeah, that's that halfway there. The rocks are going to be just, I do want them just coming in, even if I've got to move them around a bit. Now the river comes down from round. Yeah, we take a look at that now. We've got the two towers here and putting these various trees in there. I'll start with a nice distant light pink to yellow for the sky. Again, let's push some colour here. I'm going to use Monet's broken colour technique. We're going to use blobs of paint overlaying one another here, right up through. Let's get colour on as fast as I can. Need to cover up this canvas Get rid of all the white. See what I'm going to do. Right, I don't want to use very strong colours. I don't want to use very strong yellows yet because I'm going to need those in the... So I've used white and magenta so far, and I'm using a bit of yellow ochre and white. Painting over, I can see where the trees are where my drawing is through this paint, so I'm alright in a minute. But painting on plein there, so the landscape challenge, I did apply for it, but they were interested, but I didn't get a look in this year, and I don't think I want to go on the wild card business. It's too much effort. I'm over here in France anyway, so let's get all of this in my own indomitable style. And that's going to be the opposites of the colour circle, so I'm taking a little bit of green turquoise, mixing it with white, placing that over the magenta and the yellow ochre and white to get my background of blues. I'm an admirer of Hashim Khabib, and his vertical brushstrokes are rather fun. So let's do a little bit of that into our painting today in homage to Hashim, a painter of plenty of colour. Right, now I'm going to take a little bit of cobalt into my colour and we'll start to work that in. In a minute we might even need a little bit of ultramarine into this to get a nice feeling of light. Just to feel my way into these beautiful blues. To my wee touch of burnt sienna, wee touch of mauve. Just see if that does it. Yes, that's a wee bit more of the blue. I'll just see if we can find some of these clouds coming in the base coats on. These clouds are moving past so fast, I need to get the painting, the clouds established and finished. Using this flat brush technique. So being able to use whatever style I want to use when I want is the important thing for me. I like to paint as I want to paint, not as is dictated to me, so that I can use the best method and medium for the subject that the video's actually made. So we'll look at this distance here, and we're going to mix ourselves a pale purple hue there, and gives a little bit of cobalt, a little bit of Prussian blue, and a wee touch of purple. Let's see if we can just get this beautiful distance that's going on here. Might be a little bit strong yet, I can take it back a bit in a minute. A wee bit of lemon yellow into that to give me a green, just a hint of a green going on. All these little colours that are going on in the background, I just have to find them. I can't do too much in one go. I need about 4 hands doing this at the minute, and heavy enough paint to make it work. Right, I've got to try and get a lot of these darks done. Just got to cover canvas. I'm saying it, but it's not the easiest of things to do. Come on, where's the paint on my brush? I put it on, if it dries off, I can really get it out there again. This is when the pleasure comes in the painting. For me, is now when I can start to really look for colour. Right, go down a brush now at last. Big brushes. Elsewhere in the painting. Well, I was forgetting that the sun's come round onto my head as well, so I better put my hat back on. Found a lovely feather the other day. It's off a buzzard, so I thought I'd put that in the hat for fun, because I'm a bit of an old buzzard, aren't I? So here we go again. Take the lid off the paints, because I've put it back on just to soak them down a bit. And now let's see if I can strengthen these colours here a bit now that I've got the sun on it. I can see a bit better now. So I'm putting in some real colours down here. That's a bit better. Dark against the light now. Let's try to bring these darks over here now. Now, somehow. Lighter colours first. Just to pick up on some of these highlights. I think the painting has a certain unity to it, but well, there we are, quite a challenge, and a big one. I've been doing this for some years, and certainly not easy, but I think it's pulled it off.